The ranger said there'd been 2 mountain lions sighted on this trail yesterday. I kept wondering, are they here today? I scanned the brush, kept the bear spray ready, even wore my bear bell, like that was going to make any difference.
So hopefully the mountain lions will go for the grazing cow and not me. This is pretty. I just love the clouds out here.
But I didn't turn around. My desire to see this side of the canyon won over my apprehension. So I picked up my pace and considered how vulnerable we are in the wild.
Oh, I think we're coming to the overlook. Yeah, there's a family with a little one up there. It's so cool introducing them to hiking at a young age.
In the end, I was grateful the mountain lions shared their home with me for the afternoon. But as if to underscore the point, a July hailstorm moved in that evening to remind me that nature has a way of getting the last word. The next trail led me to a place where the wind felt a little heavier.
Firefighters Memorial Campground in Flaming Gorge, and I'm heading to see the memorial. This is the trail. It's a memorial that remembers the firefighters who lost their lives. Oh, what a beautiful sight this is. Oh my goodness.
I stood here a long time. The names stopped me. These men were someone's husband, father, son. Jean, David, and the youngest, Dwight, at 22. They're a part of a much longer line we carry with us. People who blazed the first trails and would run into the smoke for us. We never truly walk these woods alone. Back at Fossil Butte, I saw legacy carved in stone, millions of years old. Here, I understand something different. We're the ones still breathing life into their stories. That's a sacred legacy.
God rest your souls. Thank you for your service. Just in time, it's starting to sprinkle.
The heartbeat of this forest is a gift, but it's one we've spent decades trying to tame. Just down the road, one display of that effort is the elegant-looking sweep of the Cart Creek Bridge. It's become one of the most photogenic spots on the reservoir, and trust me, I took way too many pictures trying to capture that arch catching the light. But the bridge wasn't built for aesthetics or the view. Constructed in 1962, it was the longest single-span bridge in Utah at the time. And it was a practical highway for the workers hauling aggregate and building the dam. Old trucks rumbling across it day after day. What surprises me looking at the historic footage is that they made it so beautiful anyway. A graceful steel arch framing the water, when they could have just built something plain and functional. It suggests a kind of foresight, even as they changed this stunning landscape, they tried to do it with refinement. Imagine a bridge built across a creek that became a bay. If the bridge was the gateway to change, my next stop tells the story of the promise to protect what remained. You can see that spirit in the Red Canyon Visitor Center. It's all glass and upward angles, designed to feel like it's barely touching the earth. Stepping out of that amazing structure and onto the paved walkway, I head to the Red Canyon Overlook. And wow, the colors hit me first. That impossible red. The sun lighting up every layer. No one else around, just the wind and this huge empty beauty. I lingered there for a long time, felt the sun on my face, the breeze in my hair, and felt my heart kind of lift. Now I know why they call the visitor center Bird in Flight. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of it all. And so grateful I can still take it in. Then I started wondering about the building behind me, the whole setup. It turns out this view only looks like this because of a decision made in 1968. They made it a national recreation area, a compromise. The river got dammed, but this canyon stayed mostly untouched. Someone, somewhere, chose to keep it open. And because of that, I get to be here alone with it today. President Kennedy voiced the thought of a generation who hoped we'd look back in 50 years and say they did the right thing with the river. That the power, the water, the new lake, that it was all worth it. And some of it is. The lights are on, the fields are watered. People boat, fish, and hike. But the people who lived in Manila moved to higher ground. Those in Linwood had to leave their homes. And long before that, people who never asked the river to be harnessed at all. This lake is beautiful and quiet and heavy. I keep thinking about legacy. The firefighters who stood their ground, the people who signed the papers to keep this wild. The ones who came long before either of them, who walked here without ever needing to own it. I'm thankful for all of them in different ways. But the real legacy isn't any one of those stories alone. It's the fact that none of them closes the circle. 62 years after they hoped we'd look back and say they did the right thing, I'm still seeking. Because maybe that's the truest thing we leave behind. Not the answer, but the asking. The gorge left me with questions I'm still seeking answers to, but the trail doesn't end here. We're heading 150 million years into the past for the next chapter, where the stone speaks and the giants remain. Thanks for watching, and happy trails. And maybe that's the point, not the answer, but the asking.